cops were going through all of our stuff. They were tearing that hotel room up. I mean, they were looking under the mattress. They were going through my stuff, his stuff, like literally anything they could go through, they were going through it, and they were like using a fine-tooth comb. What is going on with my hair, girl? Show. Hi guys, it's Kadence. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So, I had a sugar daddy, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to be telling you guys about the time that I had a sugar daddy, and why he went to jail, and what happened. Because this whole entire situation that happened, it wasn't planned. I wasn't looking for a sugar daddy. I mean, it just kind of happened. I met this guy, which I'm going to keep him anonymous because I promised him and his family that I would for personal reasons. But anyways, I met this guy at a photo shoot, and he was actually friends with the photographer. We started talking, and we just got along really well at first, and like we clicked and we vibed well with each other, whatever. So we decided to give each other our contact information and hang out sometime or whatever. So a couple days after that, he invited me to this party, so I went to this party with him. Basically, after that, we just started hanging out a lot. We were hanging out almost every day. We went shopping a lot. We went and got dinner and lunch a lot. I mean, I was always over at his house. He was always over at my house. I mean, he was literally just one of like my really good friends. And from the get-go, like from the moment like I saw his house and met his family and whatnot, I knew that he had a lot of money. Well, at least his family had a lot of money because his family owned a tech company. Obviously, they had a lot of money. I mean, they had a really big house. They had a lot of really nice cars. So they made it known that they had money. So before I knew it, he started buying me more and more things, which, you know, okay, that's what friends do, cool, whatever, like I didn't really put much thought into it. But then he started buying me more expensive items, and he was always taking me out shopping and taking me out to really nice dinners and whatever. He started to pay like my phone bill and pay some of my other bills and whatever, and this went on for a while, and then it kind of hit me like, oh my god, like this is a sugar daddy, sugar baby relationship. Like, what the f? We were just friends, like we weren't dating, we weren't together or anything, but he did tell me that he was interested in me, but I wasn't ready to get in a relationship with this guy. I just wanted to stay friends with him, which he totally understood, so everything was fine. He just thought of me as a really good friend. He has a lot of money, and he likes taking care of his friends and invest his money like into his friendships and into his family and whatever. So around that time, we were going to EDC in Las Vegas. I've known him at this point for like 3 or 4 months. We're driving to EDC. We're gonna stay at the Cosmopolitan. So we get there, and you have to like check in and like show your ID and whatever, and you have to be 21 or older to be the one to like check in and like get the room keys and stuff. So it's time to check in, and he just starts acting really weird and really sketchy, and he's just being like really skittish and just like really shady. I asked him, you know, like what was going on? Is everything okay? Is he feeling okay? Is he sick? Like, can I do anything? Like, what's going on? Like, talk to me. And then he asked me if we could use my ID to check in, and I'm not 21 yet, so, you know, I told him, like, you have to be 21 to, like, check in and to get the room keys and stuff, so no, we can't use my ID. Like, why can't we use your ID? Because he was 23, so, like, that whole age thing wasn't an issue. I just, like, I didn't understand what was going on, so my friend decided to just finally use his ID and check in. Everything was fine after that, so I don't understand like why he was freaking out. So we get up to the room and we unpack and whatever, and then we're getting ready, and we both decided to not go to EDC that night, that we just wanted to go out and have dinner and go shopping and just like, you know, hang out in Vegas and whatever. And then the next night we were gonna go to EDC. We go out to dinner, we go shopping, we're just like hanging out, walking around Vegas, having fun, whatever. We get back to the room, and I asked him again about like what happened downstairs when we were checking in and why he was being so sketchy and shady, and he told me that he would explain everything on our way home. So I like started to kind of panic a little bit. I'm like, well, why can't you just tell me now? Like, what's going on? What are you hiding from me? And he said how he just wanted to have a fun trip, and he didn't want to stress me out or stress himself out or whatever. But then he told me, he's like, hey, by the way, if I get arrested, take my car home and here's one of my debit cards. I'm like, what? Like, why would you get arrested? Like, why would I have to take your car home, and why are you giving me one of your debit cards? Like, you really need to tell me what the hell is going on. And he's like, well, we're going to EDC and you never know what could happen, so I'm just telling you, like, just in case. I mean, that kind of calmed me down because I realized, like, shit can happen. We are at EDC. You never know what's going to happen. So I guess, you know, he's just telling me to take his car home, and he was giving me one of his debit cards in case that does happen, so I'm not, like, stranded in Vegas. That night when I was, like, laying in bed, I started to think back, and I did realize how he was pretty sketchy, like, all of the time. Like, he mostly paid with cash or a prepaid card. He always had different people over at his house. He would change his number a lot. He did not want any pictures uploaded to social media. If they were uploaded to social media, like, it had to be totally private, so, like, the public couldn't see. I mean, I never really put two and two together at first because I just thought, you know, he's a private person. Some people don't like their face being out there for the whole entire world to see, or, like, I don't know. I just kept making excuses, I guess, in the past when he was just doing all these weird, shady things. So after I was laying in bed and I was thinking about all these things and, like, thinking back to the past couple months or whatever, I started to, like, kind of panic a little bit, like, wondering if this guy has killed someone or if he's kidnapped someone. But, like, I know he wouldn't do one of those things because he's not that kind of person. But I was still freaking out because I know something happened, I know something was going on, but he wouldn't tell me yet. And here I am, I'm in Vegas with this guy, sleeping in the same bed with him, like, not knowing what the hell's going on. So, I mean, yeah, I was kind of freaking out. So the next day after lunch, we started getting ready for EDC, and then some of his friends were gonna come to our room, and we're all going to go to EDC together as, like, a big group. So I hear a knock on the door, so I just thought, you know, it was his friends, they came early, whatever. I go answer the door, and there is just a whole bunch of cops out there. I'm not even lying, there is at least 10 cops, and I'm just, like, standing there, like, staring at them. And me being super naive and knowing that we didn't do anything, I asked them, like, is there something I can help you with? They barge into the room, kept asking me where my friend is, where my friend is. I'm like, he's in the shower, like, what's going on? So they go in the bathroom and they're like, Las Vegas, please get out of the shower, you're under arrest. So I'm just like, what the fuck going on? Like, somebody needs to tell me what's going on. Like, I was literally freaking out at this point. So the cops pull me out into the hallway and they are interrogating me. They're asking me about our relationship, how I met him, if I'm his accomplice, if I know so-and-so, just, like, really weird questions. So me being the emotional bitch I am, I was, like, bawling my eyes off. I told them everything. I told them about our relationship and how we met and how we're out in Vegas for EDC, and I told them how I literally have no effing clue what the hell is going on. You should have seen me, you guys. It was so embarrassing. I was like a blubbering mess. I was just freaking out. So we go back into the room and he is on the floor and there's like 3 cops on top of him. He's getting arrested. I am beyond freaking out right now. Like, I'm having a full-blown panic attack. I remember I just kept screaming, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Cops were going through all of our stuff. They were tearing that hotel room up. I mean, they were looking under the mattress. They were going through my stuff, his stuff. Like, literally anything they could go through, they were going through it, and they were, like, using a fine-tooth comb. So keep in mind, at this point, I still have no idea what's going on. Nobody is talking to me. Like, I'm just sitting there crying, screaming, asking for, like, somebody to explain to me what's going on. I thought for a minute that I was in trouble. I thought that I was gonna get arrested. Before the cops took my friend downstairs to, like, take him to jail and whatever, he asked the cops if he could explain to me what was going on and what to tell his family and whatever. So the cops told him that he only had a couple minutes. He looked at me and he's like, there's no easy way to tell you this, and I'm really sorry, but I'm a drug dealer and I'm wanted for identity fraud. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious right now? And it turns out he had a lot of warrants for, like, drug-related charges and identity fraud, and then there was another charge I forgot what it was. So instantly I got pissed off. I went from crying straight into bitch mode just like that, and I'm like, are you effing kidding me? Like, I have been talking to you for months. I am in Vegas with you. Why didn't you just tell me this from the get-go? Why didn't you tell me this, you know, last night when I was asking you? Like, there was so many opportunities for you to tell me these things, and, like, I wouldn't have gotten mad. Like, I would have tried to help you, like, you know, get through this or whatever. I thought that he was a really good guy. Like, I still do. Like, he was honestly such an amazing guy. He was so fun to hang out with, whatever. He just had, like this secret life to him that I didn't know about, but that explains how he had so much money. Like, so he goes to jail right after that, and I ended up leaving and saying screw EDC, which I should have still went. I don't know why I didn't. I was just so upset at that point. Later that night, after I've like calmed down and whatever, I took his car home and I told his family everything that happened, and turns out they've known all along, so thank you for telling me, guys. Like, you don't think that's something that, I don't know, you maybe should have informed me on or something, especially before I left the state with this guy? Like, that's just something that, I don't know, you should tell somebody. He tried calling me a couple times from jail, but I didn't answer. I know that's probably really mean of me to do, but I mean, I'm still really mad at the situation and I'm still upset with him. Just the fact that somebody could go that whole entire friendship and, you know, tell me how much I mean to them and how much they care about me, and for him to tell me like he actually likes me and like, you know, would want to take our friendship to the next level, but lie to me the whole entire time and like keep this such a secret from me. Like, it honestly, like, that's what I'm mad about. I'm not mad about like his life choices, or, you know, I'm not mad that he was a drug dealer and he was wanted for identity fraud. Like, yeah, those definitely aren't good things, but I mean, I understand that people make mistakes and sometimes you do something and then later on in life you don't want to do that anymore, but you're kind of like stuck or whatever. So I mean, I totally understand that. But don't lie to me and don't keep your life such a secret from me, especially like if I mean that much to you. I don't know. So I'm just mad at the situation. I'm not, you know, mad about how, yeah, whatever I'm trying to say. If you guys follow me on Twitter, then I'm sure you seen my tweet a couple weeks ago. I told you, here, let me hear and go read the tweet. Okay, so my tweet said, today was weird. Started the day really stoned, which, oh my god, okay, so that sounds really bad. Started the day really stoned, ran into my old sugar daddy, story time. Almost got attacked by a homeless man, then found $50. So that was 6 days ago. Oh wow, I thought it was longer than that. So that was 6 days ago I made that tweet. And that day I did run into him at Target, and it was so beyond awkward. It was one of those moments where like you see someone you know and you don't want to see them, so like you hurry and try hiding, but then you end up causing more attention if you just would have like kept on walking by, you know? So he came over and he apologized again for everything that happened, and he told me that he wanted our friendship back. He hopes that I could find it in my heart to forgive him for everything, and like I was just so cold to him. Like, I didn't really say anything. I was just like, yeah, okay, anyways, you know, I have toothpaste, I have to go buy, see ya. But he asked me if he could take me out to dinner, and I told him that I'd think about it, and I still never told him yes, I still haven't told him no. Like, I'm honestly, like, I was just such mixed emotions about the whole thing. It's like, this side of me wants me to, and then this side of me is telling me like, nah, bitch, like, do you not remember what happened in June? So, yeah, moral of the story is don't go to EDC with a drug dealing sugar daddy. I mean, it was intense, and I'm so mad I didn't go to EDC. I should have went. I had my ticket and everything. Like, I should have just went with the group that we were originally gonna go with. I should have just went and had fun and like used his debit card the whole entire night and like stayed in Vegas a couple extra days, but I didn't. Oh well, whatever. There's always EDC next year, plus I'll be 21 then, so it will be even better. So yeah, that is my story time about when my sugar daddy went to jail. So I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. It would mean the absolute world to me. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, like me on Facebook, add me on YouNow. I'll put all the links in the description down below, so when you're done watching this video, go check it out. Also, GAYSTARNEWS did a article on me about the whole gay porn situation, so I'll link that in the description box as well, so definitely go check it out, go read it. And I'm probably gonna make a video about that here in the next couple of days because I've been reading a lot of comments on the article and on social media, and there are some things that I want to clear up and some things that I want to say. Anyways, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. I love you all, and I will see all of you next Thursday.